Gonna play some Diablo 3. Making sure everything's hooked up alright. Oh, that's probably not gonna help. Let's move you out of the way. I wish my desk wasn't such a disorganized mess. Then this would all be simpler. Alright. I'm gonna have to update the name of the stream on Twitch, because for some reason PlayStation 4 Twitch and PC Twitch aren't the best of friends. And right now Twitch doesn't like me at all. There we go. Let's load the page. And let's edit the name of this, because that's not what I'm doing. Yes, there we go. Typey, 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 typey. And I guess I'll wait for Jared, because this stream is really for you, buddy. What ad are you showing me? Why do I have to watch ads on my own video? Okay. Ah, there you are, Jared. What's up, buddy? You're commenting on my stream, yet it doesn't say you're in here. Alright, whatever. Alright, so this is a build I found online, because I do not have the time or bother to make my own builds. There's a site I use called HaeravonFAQs, and as far as I can tell, people there just look at the top rifting players on the ladder, and what they do is they copy their builds, they post it on this site, and then everyone go, oh, that's how you do it. So it's a very nice time saver for people like me who don't necessarily have the time. I have the time to make the builds, I don't have the time to figure everything out. So let's go through it. Again, I will repeat, this is not my build. I don't come up with builds in Diablo 3 these days, because I just don't have the time, but I still like to play. So, alright, for Jared out there, this build is pretty much predicated on the idea of punching things really hard and really fast in the face until they explode with death. And to achieve that, the build suggests using Shenlongs, which I have, because of this lovely new crafting station here, the Kanai's Cube. You can really re-roll crap to your heart's content. All my stuff on the PS4 is legit, so you won't see any professional Russians crap like most people have on here. BK Stunt. Although the funny thing is, I think my legit monk is stronger than Greg's hacked gear character. So, two things you want for this build are Inas and Shenlongs, and they both feed Crippling Wave, which is one of my favorite spirit generating attacks on the monk. I've loved it since vanilla. Back in the day, my vanilla build was essentially Crippling Wave, oh wow, I can't remember this, Cyclone Strike, and Wave of Light. And this build uses two of those three attacks. I really like using Cyclone Strike to suck enemies in, and then Crippling Wave to annihilate them. So you make use of the, what's this set called? The Endless Walk set, the Compass Rose, and the Traveler's Pledge, I think, which gives you some nice bonuses if you have both of them on, which I do. And in the cube, right, you also use two pieces of the Raiment of 1,000 Storms, just enough to get the 2-set bonus, which increases the attack speed and damage of your spirit generators. Again, since Crippling Wave is how we are killing everything, anything that helps your spirit generators, your primary attacks, do more damage is very nice. And you can see with this build, her brute stats are pretty fucking good on paper. 1915k damage, 84.4 million toughness. And this doesn't take into consideration some things that just aren't displayed. Like a lot of the damage boosts she'll get aren't displayed. So we will do a Grift 45. I'm pretty certain she can take a good bit higher, but... Alright, I'm not even using Unity. I mean, I have it, but I don't have a follower. If I wanted to double her survivability, I would just recruit a follower and put a Unity on them. But I'm doing such low-level grifts, I don't really care. I should probably recruit one and equip them, but I don't really care right now. I might do that if I go to higher grifts. So I will do a Greater Rift 45, which is Torment 10, because I have to bring some of my legendary gems up to snuff. New build, new gems. So let's get to work. And all this build is based on doing is moving about really fast and punching everything to death. And at that, it excels. Especially if you can bother to use your Epiphany and Breath of Light skills. Then you just kind of zip around and murder everything. Occasionally Cyclone Striking to make sure they come near you when you have the Spirit. The more Spirit you have, the more damage you deal, but also your Spirit is constantly draining after it hits max due to the Shenlong set, so your damage fluctuates quite a bit, but you generate a crap ton of Spirit, so it really doesn't matter. Because at any given moment you'll be cycling from a lot to a little Spirit, but mostly it's the a lot that counts. And there's a lot of leech on this. I don't even have a level 25 Simplicity's, I can't remember, Simplicity's Strength, I think is the legendary gem. And that would give me even more life leech, which I do not need at this level. I'm sure she can take much higher level greater rifts than this. I just, again, can't be bothered at this point in time. Because I have so much gem leveling to do, I don't need to go above 45 just yet. Now, the other build I found online, and I was using previously, made use of the Yulanala set to essentially make use of Seven-Sided Strike and Exploding Palm. And even with my mediocre gear, that thing was I was able to put out 19 billion damage on a hit sometimes. So this one is much less evocative, much less dynamic than that. But the Yulanala's build was also pretty squishy, so couldn't really take a lot of punishment. This one can take a crap ton of abuse. Not in the least because it has a whole bunch of little monk spirits following you around, distracting enemies.
I don't have enough spirit.
So yeah, this is basically the build. What do you think about high-level Diablo 3, Jared?
It cannot be done.
Stitching together videos for Ratchet and Clank or Uncharted 4?
Great beneath the endless tide. I will not do that.
Yeah, look at that elite pack. Oh wow, you guys lasted long. Now she can take some damage from spell effects, like I wouldn't stand in a molten enemy's explosion. I'm not saying she can shrug off that kind of damage. But if she can survive it, she can regen past it in almost every case, so. Punching everything to death, because that's what monks are supposed to do. Ah, Uncharted 4. It seems kind of silly since our bosses they're playing that game too. It's kind of like, can't you guys do the videos? You guys have the money. You have all the expensive video stuff. Why don't you do the videos? Since you're gonna play it anyways. Well, let's not tell them that directly, because it's our job to do this stuff, so I wouldn't want to give reasons for them to not pay me, right? Yeah, they are playing a crap ton of Final Fantasy XIV these days. Like I said before, I'd chastise them, but I find myself playing a bit of Diablo 3, so I don't think I'm gonna bring it up until I'm done with Diablo 3. You know what? As long as I get my checks, I don't really care, right? Not that I actually receive checks, but it's an expression. Alright, I don't want to use too many of my skills because I have the Rift boss coming up, and he could be a real danger, guys. Yeah, seriously, Jared, when this Rift boss shows up, when that purple bar on the left is full, I want you to see how long this thing lasts. And hopefully it doesn't pull out a Kanae or something. Kanae. Referring history. A bunch of Romans get murdered by Hannibal. Second Punic War. I'm not good at foreign names because I'm an American and I don't deal with that foreign crap too much. Okay, here we go.
I must wait to use that ability.
Come on, let's go. Go die. Ah, that wasn't a fight. You suck. Alrighty. So, here's all that yummy stuff. Useless legendaries I don't need. Let's level up. Right. Trying to get Simplicity Strength. Yay! It's gonna hit that magic 25! So now I also have 4% life leech. Sorry, I heal 4% of my max life on hit. That might help a little bit. What was the other gem I had equipped? Oh, there's my Bane of the Trap I leveled up with my Demon Hunter. Level 54 is probably good enough, right? Simplicity Strength. Right. I need to level up Bane of the Stricken now, so let's do that. Get both of these up to level 25 for even more damage boosts. Bane of the Stricken isn't too terribly important at this time, but once I start hitting those high-end grifts, it'll be kind of important.
Well done.
Yay! 300 million experience for completing one grift. Oh, let's just keep at it.
Embrace you.
Always fun to murder demons. Gotta love the demon murder. Yeah. First you have to complete normal rifts to get greater rift keystones. And then you can go into a greater rift, which is a timed event where you have to kill a certain number of critters before the timer runs out, 15-minute timer. And after you complete a greater rift, the boss will automatically drop you a legendary gem that you do not have, if you don't have any. And you can also talk to the spirit at the end there. I can't remember her name off the top of my head anymore. And she will allow you to level up a gem 3 times. And the chance of success is based on the level of the rift you did and the level of the gem. So right now I'm doing level 45 rifts, and I'm leveling up essentially level 0 gems, so I shouldn't have any chance of failure until my gems start hitting in the high 30s level. And you can only socket them into jewelry, and they grant you some pretty nice effects depending on the gems you have in, so. It was something added. I don't think it was vanilla Reaper of Souls. I could be wrong, but I don't think it was vanilla. But I think it was added in a later patch, and you know, it's just Blizzard moving the chains, allowing power gamers to keep leveling stuff up. I do hope they come out with another full-fledged expansion, but the level dynamics are becoming so high to the point where I'm just like, how how far can they push this before it becomes, I don't know, just absurd. But I hope the answer is that they can push it quite a bit and that it becomes wonderfully absurd and we can get level 80 and then 90 and then 100 characters as the expansions go up. Kind of like how World of Warcraft was going, I guess. Hey, where's that boss at? Come here, I want to punch you in the face.
Not ready yet.
With a bunch of death. I've got to enjoy my stream while I can before my girlfriend's friends come over and I have to switch into babysit mode. Although I'm trying to get everyone to play Oregon Trail, and God, that would be fun if we can get... I think it's co-op, so if we can get 4 people to sit around and play Oregon Trail, that would be awesome.
Who are you talking to?
I'm doing a stream mostly for Jared.
Oh.
So, don't worry, it ain't serial. You can babble on all you want. Or you can walk away. Be that way.
Well, I'm gonna shower.
Oh, you're gonna shower. Fine, be that way. Until it becomes something like Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, that would be awesome. If it... I mean, come on, how much further can we already go? I mean, look at my character. This is absurd. But you are Nephilim, so you already got that super special secret sauce. At least there's not like a Nephilim mode or anything. Like, I have a campaign, a D&D campaign we're running right now, that we've been running for years, actually, where most of the major protagonists are godchildren, and not as in people who have a godparent who keeps them loyal to the Holy Catholic Church of pedophilia, right? Talking more as in they're frickin' Hercules and Achilles, their parents are deities, so they've got boosted stats and all these other things that go on, and they can temporarily tap into the divine portion of their blood. It's heavily inspired by Dragon Ball Z and Baldur's Gate, so...
Tell Jared about our campaign.
Yeah, I'm telling Jared about our campaign.
I don't have enough spirit.
So, I have to admit, even though it's entirely geeky, I'm very partial to these storylines of hidden powers and, you know... I don't know, the whole powering up transformation thing. It's so lame, but at the same time, I can't help but like it. Like, it's profoundly ingrained on my personality that if someone screams a lot, clenches their fist really hard, and miraculously peroxides their hair, shit just got real. So... now you should try D&D sometime. I wish we could get a group together online. I'm not sure how the mechanics of that would work, but if it's at all possible to play D&D remotely online, that would be a fantastic thing for, like... yeah, but, I mean, we have mics, we have Twitch, we have Google Hangouts, you know? There has to be a better way where you can just kind of all get together and chat and play a campaign and...
Is not yet recharged.
But I'd want to see what everyone's doing, too. That's the problem.
Nobody wants to be on camera rolling murder. There's a camera shot.
Yeah, especially Greg. Oh, man. He is not a cameraman.
Well, he has that awesome beard.
Yeah, see, you've seen people stream D&D on Twitch? I wouldn't mind doing that. That'd be awesome. He has an awesome beard, but I think he's afraid mine might be more awesome. Okay, let's level up Stricken more. Everyone gotta love Stricken. It's Stricken.
He doesn't have to worry about that. He's got an awesome beard.
His beard is red, but it's not any more awesome than mine. Have you ever seen Greg?
Yes.
Have you?
Yes, he showed me his beard.
Okay. His beard seems thicker, but remember when I trimmed my beard and it was super awesome looking for like 2 days?
And more.
It was not more even. You are spouting crazy talk now.
Your beard is not even.
Not anymore, but it grows so damn fast. It was even when I trimmed the hell out of it. Yes, it grows unevenly, but that's why you gotta man sculpt.
I mean, the amount of hair.
Oh, okay. You're saying the density is patchy.
Yes.
Alright, okay, I get it now. Well, ain't nothing I can do about that. I'm a patchy man bear.
Red beard is red, so that's not. But it's nice and sweet.
Yeah, he's a ginger beard. How can that even compete? You know whose beard I'm jealous of, in all honesty? Sargon of Akkad. I'm jealous of that motherfucker's beard. He has got a luxurious English man mane. You haven't seen his beard? Wow, he's got a great little man beard. It's awesome. It's like super thick all over the place and chestnut brown. It is the beard of kings. He is a peasant, but he's got a kingly beard. Whatever the hell that means. Oh, I let Nocturnia shave, well, not shave, but trim down half my head. So half of it's buzzed and then half of it's long. What was that guy on the Fifth Element? What's his name?
Zod?
Zod? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like Zod. And that's what happens when I let her sculpt my hair.
I don't like it.
I don't really care. I promised at one point in the early days of our relationship that I'd let her bleach my hair white and dye the tips blue, but I have not yet lived up to that. And yeah, it's hot as balls here, which is why if you hear a buzzing in the distance, that's my AC unit. And while I will not have that going on for the Final Fantasy VII stream later, not later, tomorrow, I don't really care about you all so much. I'm sorry. It's too hot. Like, for gamer guides, I will bathe in my own man stew for about an hour or two, but if I'm just streaming some Diablo 3 for Jared, nah, I can't. It's not important enough. Sorry, Jared, you have to listen to Buzz. So, that's just how it goes. Ooh, let's not stand molten. Let's not stand molten. That would not be okay. It's been raining here off and on for the past year. I mean, but particularly in the last 2 weeks, we've been in a rain every other 2 days thing, so... And it hasn't cooled anything down. It's been staying between 80 and 90 and humid, so... Hey there, fat guy. I'm a fat guy too, but I'm gonna punch you to death. Yay, fat guy's dead. You only dropped me 3 legendaries. I don't need them anyways, but you, sir, suck. What'd you do, eat them all? Where was it? My simplicity strength. Vein of the stricken... yeah. What am I doing? I'm full of blood shards, so I'm gonna hop onto my barbarian here real quick and gamble the blood shards down. Because I really want to make a Rend Whirlwind Barbarian I saw, even though it's not supposed to be all that great. I like those skills, so... Let me do that. Just so I'm not wasting what I need. I got one item. What did I get? Helmet of the Wastes. Alright, I just need like the rest of the waste set. So let's see if I can get it by gambling. And if not... Oh, what was that? New transmog, that's it. No, wait, that's not it. That's the Earth set. I did not think that was new to me. Oh well, I'll keep it, I guess. Gambling my blood shards away, cause they're not good for anything else anyway. There was something there. I better go check what that was. Looked like blackthorns. It doesn't look like I'm getting it this time. Okay, that was fine. Don't need another blackthorns. I don't need an Aculia. So I don't need gold skin. Let's get rid of all this junk. Certainly don't need Tyrials. Or all these rares. Go away, rares. You suck. Actually, I'm in a mood. I'm gonna do my Demon Hunter on a run real quick. Just so you can see how absurd ridiculous the Demon Hunter can get. Where's she at? There we go. What gems does she need? I guess Zay's Stone of Vengeance would be okay. I could also level up her Bane of the Stricken. You know what? I think I'm just going to do a normal rift. If you thought the kill rate on my monk was good, you should see this crazy shit. This is Torment 10 normal rift. Normal rift. This is a multi-shot build with 100% vengeance uptime. And yeah, the whole idea of it is just you run around and shoot multi-shot periodically and laugh because everything dies. This level kind of sucks because there's nothing here and it's all dark and shitty. Damn you, Diablo! Give me a nice compact level full of enemies. This one sucks. Let me dodge away. Let's find the next level. Or at least a bunch of enemies to shoot at. Gotta remember to keep my vengeance up all the time. She's not quite as survivable as my monk, but there should still be very little to no chance of her dying in this mode. In Torment 10 should be nothing. Ah, this level's endless. I hate it.
That was just a taste.
Where are you at? Are we almost there yet? Where is this fucking level transition? Doo-doo. The fun thing about this build is it's super fast, so if you're grinding things like legendary gems, this is probably the one you should be using. If you're grinding greater rift stones, this is the one you should be using. If you're grinding at all, probably want to be using this build. Because it's just so fast on Torment 10. Unless you get stuck with the crappiest, longest level ever. Wow. There we go. Finally, have mercy. We should look it up somewhere to see how you would go about streaming Dungeons and Dragons or something of the sort. Because there's like I can't see us doing anything like having a camera posted everywhere so everyone can see everyone who's playing. Because that seems unnecessary. The way Rebecca and I were running Diablo 3 Dungeons and Dragons was we were playing off an Illustrator file, 64 by 64 square grid, and we had it separated into a 1-inch square grid. And we would take little icons of the characters. Most of them are like celebrities or video game characters that Nocturnia edited in Photoshop to look like our characters, because we're nerds, that's how nerds do. And we would just have them as 1-inch squares on this grid, and we'd move them around as per the rules of combat. So I'm thinking, I mean, if we're just streaming what's on a PC screen anyways, right? And then talking over it, that should be doable. The only problem is, it would... You'd think that it would need to be some sort of shared screen, right? So that it's not just one person going, okay, so where do you want to move? Where's that again? So, I don't know.
Would it be possible to share our...
Yes, it's possible to share a screen.
Our fun little...
That's
what
Windows
10 has like all kinds of things to allow you to connect to each other's computers with someone you trust.
I think you
allow
can...
them access to move their own character.
Yeah, I know. There's all kinds of... I know there are ways in theory to do it. I don't know any of the specifics. And we could probably find it all out with a very quick little Google search, but... Alright, that's the Demon Hunter. Very fast killer there. And I'll go back to leveling my monk, because that's what I really want to be doing. But yeah, it's something we might all want to think about, because I mean, we already get together once a week for the podcast. If we could mess around with the time and get people in there, you know, I bet it wouldn't be beyond the realm of possibility to maybe even get Seb and Claire involved into playing. I mean, we could probably fairly easily have a 6-person party spanning multiple continents and states and countries. It'd be pretty epic. So, something to think about. Although, the bigger question in my mind is what actually would we play? Because I have no interest in playing 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. I got divorced from Dungeons and Dragons after 3.5, which is the campaign system we still run, albeit with lots of modifications. I was working on my own game system, but there's no way that's going to be ready in any sort of timely manner, because I just don't have the time or bother to write about my own little game if I'm writing all these guides for other games, so... I don't know, I have to talk this through with Master Gregory and see how many people are actually... I don't know if she'd want to. Something tells me that it would be very difficult for them both to play. Because they have 3 kids. Yeah, so... And Jared brought it up, but he never actually said he wanted to play, so I might be reading too much into this. I know Jared loves me, I just don't know if he loves D&D enough.
I need spirit.
So, slow down, dude. Well, that's because he lives in places I prefer never to go back to. If Greg actually comes here, when I try to build my PC next year, we will have to totally do an epic man beard pose. I will have to find a way to get him to pose. Get him drunk. I don't know how tall he is, though, so I might have to stand on a box or two. I can be shorter, but I don't want it to be like...
I don't have enough spirit.
I thought he was. I can't remember. I learned this. But, like, the two beard guys of guide writing, we should be in a photo op standing next to each other with our arms crossed, looking severe. Like... Beardly, like, yeah, we play video games and write about it for a living, but we're still totally butch. And if it's next year, I might have my dwarven ale mug from the Divinity Original Sin 2, Divinity Original Sin 2 Kickstarter. Why was that hard for me to say? That would be epic. That would be awesome. It must happen. We must somehow lull Greg into a false sense of complacency. We will get him totally drunk so I can pose next to him. That's one of the things I also wanted to do with the podcast. I wanted to get everyone's photo, and then I wanted to put it in Illustrator and make a very simplified, cutesy little kind of chibi-ish drawing of all our faces. Yeah, but more simple than that. Like I want to, like I want to simplify it more. Yeah, because I'm not a super great artist these days, especially not on the computer. But
I'm a little afraid of what you do with this.
But I can totally do a line drawing on Illustrator. That is nice. It'd be nice to have a title card for the 3G podcast, you know. No, in my illustration class in college, we had to do a little comic panel, and I did one with Andrew and I. Where it was explaining how the Theban phalanx routed and decimated the Spartans at Leuctra. So it was like a little graphic novel showing how that happened, and I made a little caricature of Andrew's head in mind. And I essentially want to do that for the title card. And that would be cool. And I think it's kind of in Gamer Guide's plans eventually to make us all more kind of well-known. So... But I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what'll actually happen. I mean, they have us podcasting for them once a week. So they're getting our name out there. We're like... Seb, Claire... Jared and Nathan, myself, we are the key staff, I guess, of Gamer Guides.
Shaking with excitement because Sarah and I are going to burn stuff.
Why are you going to burn stuff?
Fire.
What are you burning and where?
Cardboard on the stump. It's been so long since I've had a fire. Don't kill it.
Just because you haven't burned something in a while means you need to burn something now.
Yes.
I thought you two were just gonna like drink and shit.
No, we're gonna Celestia and burn stuff and probably eat.
I really don't want to babysit Andrew.
Maybe he'll come burn stuff with me.
No he won't. He's such a loser.
Oh my god.
He's gonna want me to play Helldivers and shit.
Too bad Sarah didn't marry somebody cool.
Yeah, but if Sarah married someone cool, we wouldn't know her.
True. Maybe it'll be more.
Yeah, okay. Hey, Jared, you're single, right?
Yeah, but he's way over there, wherever there is.
I know where there is, but I don't want to dox Jared.
Oh, good.
Not enough spirit.
It's Zimbabwe. He's in Zimbabwe. Yeah. The one thing I don't get about doxing is why are people so like I get it. If you're an apostate in a Muslim country, right? Then I get it. Don't dox because they might behead your ass. But if you're just a fat guy talking shit on the internet like me, the fuck do you care about doxing? You know? I don't know. Jared, don't dox yourself in the chat, you fool! But, I mean, I never really cared. My name is in all my guides, so, you know?
Oh, I'm gonna look and then I'm gonna stalk it.
Yeah.
Where are you at, Jared?
A vicious strike.
I knew it! I knew it was Zimbabwe!
So when are they going to be over? You said... How shortly? Are you sure shortly? So probably 2 hours. Okay. Because I thought you guys were just going to drink. I need a drink. I put some soda in the fridge so we could drink.
Did you?
No, I put Baja.
You can't put alcohol Baja, you
Well, I didn't expect him to come over. I just wanted to drink soda. So put some pitch black or whatever it is in the fridge, I guess. We can have vodka and pitch black. Like the ghetto bunnies we are. I really don't like drinking. I don't know. I'm a big fat guy with a beard, but I don't drink. I don't know.
My dog is a chili dog. Keep them away from me.
Chili dogs? You can totally make chili dogs. Although, my lame ass really, really wants Taco Bell.
I don't give a fuck. Well,
Although I don't want to feed Andrew Taco Bell because he's a bottomless pit.
you suck at driving the Honda because I don't be able to get it started.
Could drive the
But that-
Sable.
You can't all fix it.
Oh, well, why would I have to drive? Oh, so you could drink?
Because if we had anything to drink, you'd have to drive.
Well, you go to Taco Bell first, women face.
No, you gotta talk about drunk.
The whole reason, one of the reasons why I would go to Taco Bell in town is to get away from your asses.
No, we can't afford to go to Taco Bell if I drink because I want everything.
You have a credit card.
I don't know if they take Discovery.
Put credit card or Taco Bell on a credit card. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, we can't
This is
go.
a low
We can't
age.
go to Taco Bell. I only have $6.
That's how much cash you have. I know I don't have any cash.
Well, there's not that much in the fucking thing.
Right, we checked my wallet. I don't have any cash, right?
I don't think so.
My wallet never has cash. All my money's on PayPal, so.
And you have not even
And I don't really have any there either. We're at the end of the month. We don't get paid for a while yet. So.
Tuesday. Motherfucker.
You get paid on Tuesday. That's when all of our money comes in. My significantly lower payment isn't until the 2nd, so.
Man, that $144 for OT is until next month.
For OT.
Oh, God.
That's in July?
Yeah, I'll get paid in July.
Oh, I thought that was in June.
I'll get that July 1st.
Oh, right. Okay, you're working it this month, but you won't get paid.
Yeah.
Well, who cares? It's not like we're dying for money. I mean, we're in crippling debt, but at least we're paying it down, right? We are.
Said, uh-huh.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I'm licking my lip.
All right, I was gonna say I didn't put $900 on the credit card just to have you go. No, it's the same.
Rift gun.
I didn't do it 3 times.
Because you didn't do it this month.
My teeth weren't $1,200.
Yes, they were.
I thought it was only like 1,000. No, one was like 400 and the other was 700.
And the first one was like 100.
No, that's the one I was talking about. The first one was like 400. So.
You went 3 times. I didn't pay money each time.
Yeah, but all the stuff was like 700. The first time was closer to 4.
There were 3 payments.
There were 3 payments, but we were only billed twice. The rundown was given to me in
That
on 2
rundown
papers.
did not include the fucking first appointment, which was...
Yeah, Jared goes, "What the hell is cash?" I used to be really paranoid. Like, I didn't like my money being in non-cash forms.
I take out $20 each month so I can treat myself. And I had $6 left for this one.
So you could go to Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I'm going to see how much money I have in PayPal. What I do is I get my money. I move 300 of it into the bank because that's all PayPal will let you do at a time. And then I pay the rest or play with the rest of it myself. So I have $4.67. I will have you know, ma'am.
Okay, buy Taco Bell with PayPal.
Taco Bell's discriminating against me.
They probably actually do.
All right, let's see all the new stuff.
PayPal because they have a Taco Bell app.
New incense torch,
I
Monster
think it's an
Hunter.
app because I have a Windows phone.
Hey, a Sever! Yay! Hey, Jared, here's that bones.
Ancient Bone Saber of Zumakala.
There's a level 70 version of that Bone Saber. If you wanted to turn the game into cheese, I could roll level reduction on it and give it to you. Okay. Ah, the grandfather. It's not very good, but it's nostalgic. Screw you, the paddle. Screw you. Frostburns, Gladiators, Sunwukos, Warhelm of Kassar, Holy Beacon, yeah, a lot of crap. Hey, I got another Convention of the Elements! Good, I needed one of these so I could break you down. Break you down and turn you into poop. Delicious, delicious poop. Okay, let's see what mods I can scavenge from this. Yes, it is time for you to be scavenged. Time for you to scavenge. Poxfalds, yes, goodbye. And I'll scavenge you too. Sorry, extract, I'm not scavenging. You know what you do.
I'm threatening to abduct Sarah.
Is he fucking around and...
Play the goddamn game!
God, tell him to fucking... Whatever, I don't care. I don't really want them over here anyways.
I just want Sarah.
Well, Sarah can come here. Andrew can stay home and play games for all I care. I'd have more fun not hanging out with Sarah than I would have fun hanging out with Andrew, so... This is the state of my friends. And yes, I'm not a douche. They are. Stun enemies. Is that the same as the old Matawack I had? Matawack? Is that how it is? Matawack? Matak? Whatever.
Which one? Modoc?
Modoc.
Or Maddox? Maddox.
Yeah, it does the same shit. Yeah, one of the reasons that we've kind of moved to eBay for a lot of our bullshit expenditures is because it allows us to use PayPal most of the time, and that allows us to more, because like all the money I make and that we have in PayPal is kind of fair game for bullshit expenditures, because it doesn't add to the credit card. It's never in the bank account, so it never really feels like we're losing money, if that seems weird. Let's break all this crap down because I don't need it.
Spirit cards. I've never seen those. You broke them down.
Level 70 Bone Saber, Jared. Going once.
Gotta give him a minute, because...
Yeah, I gotta wait for the delay. He doesn't want me to help him. I gave him ice climbers because he was complaining about the freeze, but that doesn't really mess with the power dynamic. Like, yeah, it gives him more dex and vitality, but it's not gonna break the game.
Wait, is he playing with his new character that we're supposed to be playing with together? Or is he playing with another character?
He has a character from before we started playing.
Oh.
A level... I think it's level 50 now. Level 50-something monk. Yeah, I knew Jared wouldn't want it. He's his own man! Manly man! Even though he doesn't have a beard anymore,
I was
so...
gonna say, does he have a beard?
He said he did, but he shaved it off because it was too fucking hot.
That's understandable. That's why I get rid of my hair. Don't break that down. I don't have
If you want all these new legendaries, you can play. Okay, woman? Woman face?
I couldn't play because I was at motherfucking work.
Don't give me those excuses. I play video games when I'm at work. So shitty. I had something to say, but now I can't remember. It's a total brain fart, damn it! Oh well, whatever. Rift!
Unleash your
Ow! This place called the Rainforest. Shouldn't sing South Park stuff. Yeah, it takes... How long does it take to transfer money from PayPal?
5 to 6 days.
5 to 6 days. Yeah, well, Nocturnia makes enough money for us to live. So, the money I make is kind of just a... I mean, we're not, like, rich on her income. So the money I make is very much welcome. And it actually would account for a good proportion of the bills. but it's not necessary. Like, we're not going to die if we don't have that money in a week, right? So I don't really care too much about the PayPal time transfer in most cases because it's usually not impeding us too much. But because of the PayPal time transfer and the amount of PayPal money you can transfer at a time, that's kind of why we use our PayPal account, as this is the money we're going to spend on online bullshit. So, which mostly means magic cards, but I don't see us spending that much on magic cards next month because we kind of got most of the shit we want. And I mean, I plan to get a booster box and a fat pack of Eldritch Moon when it comes out in July, which is about $150-ish. But I don't really have anything to spend it on until then, so I might just buy a video game and call it good enough, you know? You don't need to buy shit all the time, right? Like Nocturnia says, you can save money! And I really should, because I want to build a PC next year, so... And given the cost of the GPU, CPU, and motherboard that I want, it's going to cost about $1,000 to build that PC, at the very least. And that's not including like a 4K monitor, which I'm going to shop for on Black Friday, and all kinds of other crap that very large man-children like me would like to possess. I mean, I'm not going to go radical. I'm not buying like 6 monitors and paying $100 for a keyboard and a mouse, and I don't need that kind of shit, because honestly I don't think I'm going to have that many games on PC, because I still am not a big fan of Steam. What's going on now? I see you making faces. You're making... What a bitch! I don't care what the fuck he wants, he'll get what he's fucking fed. Shit, what a fucking entitled baby he is. God. I'll post it where I want. They don't watch it. I'll post it anywhere. And everywhere.
I'll post your ass.
They can hear us air our drama. Damn it, if someone offers you free food, you can go, I want it! Shut up and eat the damn free food or go hungry. Or we can just get Taco Bell. Chili dog. You had hot dogs this morning and you're not bitching.
I had hot dogs.
Oh,
And I still want more.
that's probably why you want chili dogs.
Kinda.
Jared, I've been neglecting you because I've been busy yelling and playing, but I'm about to look at my screen once this boss is dead.
It's dead. Look.
I've got to buy it. He can wait. He can wait 2 seconds. I promise. He'll be fine. Let's go level
I don't
up.
think so. You're killing Jared.
I'm killing
now.
Jared.
You're killing Jared.
Jared! Are you dying? I wish I had a deeper voice. That's one of the reasons our podcast will never be good. It's because I'm the one who talks 90% of the time, and I've got this high-pitched, nasally, fat man-child voice.
You sound like Joe Everyman.
I do. I sound so totally boring. I bore myself. That's why I have
sound
to...
like the daddy big friend.
That's why I have to say stupid shit to entertain myself. Hey, modded mecker! I don't know who you are, but welcome to the chat. Damn it! No, I have not checked out the Odin Sphere demo. How long does that run for? I will...
What the hell is Odin Sphere?
I think it's a game kind of like Dragon's Crown. It's on the PS4, which they should totally fucking port, by the way. Damn. People not porting their games. I would totally throw shekels at them. No, I have to check out Odin Sphere still.
Ah, this cramp in my leg needs to go away.
Aw, poor female with your crampy leg.
It's been happening since fucking 5:30ish.
Oh. Well, that's like a non-ailment for you.
It hurts really bad.
Yeah, leg cramps can be a bitch.
Needs to go away.
Oh, right. So there's a... No, I mean, how long is the demo posted for? Is Is it indefinite, or will it be taken down at some point? I guess it's not like a beta, so it should be left up forever, right? You'd think, you'd hope. I'm totally posting this to YouTube, by the way.
Why?
Because I like having content on YouTube. I gotta grow the brand. I have like...
You didn't do anything.
So what? I'm sitting here talking and playing video games. That's what my YouTube channel's for. It's not like anyone watches it anyways, right? I've like...
Dude.
No one does. No one does. I see the numbers. No one does. Then why do it? Because no one does.
I don't give you permission to post my voice on this YouTube.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is a, if you're in this room while I'm podcasting, your shit can get posted anywhere I like. Zone.
That's not a legal thing.
Okay, they're not gonna watch it. And if they do watch it, yes, Andrew, you're a twat for not fucking eating the food we're prepared to give you for free. There. I don't see how that is controversial at all. And besides, he's kind of a baby. Let's just admit, he's a baby. He is an only child. You can tell. You can tell he is the only one of us who is an only child because of how he acts. I mean, I love you, man. Props, because you're you know, he doesn't like being called redneck, but he's a hillbilly. He used to ascribe to that, and he found his own way to atheism despite his family being pretty solidly entrenched. So he's not, you know, he's not a complete waste of skin, but sometimes, man, you're so fucking like, just go with the flow of the group sometimes. You know, sometimes you just gotta fit in, you know? Don't be that square peg always bitching about the round hole. Just, you know.
Get some lube.
Yeah, just get some lube, dude. Oh, Jared's an only child. We're totally not insulting only children here.
Only the asshole one.
That's true. Yeah, there are a lot of them who are just like, I don't know, they grew up overly pampered so the world revolves around them. And Andrew's far from the worst I've seen.
Oh, yeah.
So... But still.
Did his parents at least have like dogs or something?
Yeah, they had dogs. Well, they had dogs and chickens and...
No!
Oh, Jared...
I mean, they're in Zimbabwe, so they probably had goats.
I think Jared has... Don't you have pets now? I thought you had. Maybe it's...
Well,
maybe I'm
like,
getting you confused with Greg.
If your parents had, like, close animals they like, that they treat like kids, it makes less of an asshole only dog. But Andrew's parents, their animals are all outdoors, so it's not the same thing.
Yeah, Nocturne and I, we don't have pets. I'd really like a Welsh Corgi, but she's like allergic to everything, and those motherfuckers are expensive. Although now I'm making money, maybe we could actually afford to get one next year, after the computer and the credit card.
Well, then you're paying for my fucking allergy medicine.
Nah, I ain't paying for no medicine.
No. You want the dog, you gotta pay for the allergy medicine.
No.
Yeah.
We can just cut your nose off.
It's not just my nose fucking I could just keep you and the dog outside.
Yeah, that's the problem. The problem isn't the dog. We live right alongside a highway, so we'd need a fence for our yard because I don't want the little fucker running out and getting smushed by a semi.
You'd have to actually go out and walk.
Yeah, I'd have to go out and walk it, and that's so balls. I totally am too lazy for that.
Or you could get a dog run.
You know, it actually wouldn't be bad. It would be nice to have an excuse to go out to the yard, walk the dog, and stop being such an insufferable fat ass. That might actually not be a bad thing. Although then I'm using a pet as a weight loss tool, and...
Lots of people use pets as a weight loss tool.
You have a wiener dog?
Awesome! Down! They're awesome.
Yeah. Nah.
If they didn't have back problems.
Yeah. My mom's kind of in this phase where she likes getting really big, really stupid dogs. She got a German Shepherd who had hip dysplasia and never moved. Now she has a Golden Retriever who's retarded and pees if you look at her. And I don't even mean, oh, I'm being a dick and she's getting scared and she's pissing. No, I mean, if you pet her, she gets excited and she pees. It's just, ugh. You don't even want to acknowledge it. You just like, get away from me. You're nasty. I guess that's why it's a Golden Retriever.
Golden Shower Retriever.
Golden Shower Retriever, yes. We're so classy here.
She
Tune in.
knows I'm an alpha dog compared to her.
By the way, everybody, tune into our next podcast, June 7th? Yes, June 7th, Tuesday, at 10 o'clock Central Time, so you can hear the unbiased and totally professional opinions of the
Asshole.
Gamer Guide guys. I'm so glad we didn't work a number into the podcast, like it's the 3G podcast.
Yeah, you got something.
It's not what I want. Because it's a Gamer Guide guys. Because we all write guides and we're gamers, right? You get the name for the podcast?
I worked on a guide, so I guess that counts.
Yes, you technically worked on a guide. Technically.
I
A little bit.
technically worked
You-
on a
you
couple
are-
guides with you because I fucking helped you.
You are, however, the only person in our podcast who has not written a full guide.
So,
So shame. Shame.
I ain't got time for that shit.
Shame! Maybe you don't got time for that shit.
I don't got time for that shit.
Greg has a full-time job and 3 kids. He's got time for that shit.
He has a wife that does the house cleaning.
He somehow finds more time to write than I do. Probably because he doesn't play
He
Diablo.
writes at work.
He does. He does write at work. Right. This... Oh, no, I'm not even going to... I'm not going to throw poor Greggy under the bus. Because I love Greg. Greg's awesome. Suffice it to say that our government contractors do not earn the money they are paid.
Well, surely he works while he's at work too.
Certainly he does. And I know this from lots of experience, because both my parents are military contractors, and they totally are overpaid for the work they do.
My work, I can't focus on other things
Yeah.
because people will die.
Yeah, but to be fair, the people that will die if you neglect your job are suicidal assholes who are a drain on society, and it would probably make life better for everyone else if they did.
Oh, that's wonderful thinking it.
Well, you know what? I'm a fairly liberal guy, but there are some points where personal responsibility comes in, and if you're just fucking your own life up because you're drinking all the goddamn time and doing drugs and you're in shitty relationships, that's on you. All those things are fucking elective. Not a single damn thing you need to do there. So if you're calling in because you're with an abusive guy or girl, because I've heard you fucking say both, and you drink all the time and you're on disability, but you're making more money than we who work full time, and your life is so terrible because all you do is fucking drink and get in fights with your spouse, and fuck you. All your problems are self-manufactured, and I don't see why you should be wasting our time and be deserving of our sympathy.
Well, a lot of them are severely mentally ill with things like schizophrenia or schizophrenia.
Yeah, and that's true. And in some sense, they're also a victim of the system because we're a regressive shithead country that doesn't have modern health care, so all these people who are mentally ill don't get the treatment they need, and they just... They could be productive members of society, but because we have so many special interests trying to make every damn dime they can off of us and our sicknesses, we can't treat them and give them the medicine they need. But that's not all of them, right? And not all of their problems are outside of their control. And there are a lot of people who waste your fucking time and waste your resources that don't need it.
I need spirit.
From the stories you've told me.
Do that.
Yeah, well.
So, you know, I'm not painting everyone with a wide brush, but some of these people out here, shit, seriously.
Not enough spirit.
No, I don't give him names or anything. I don't violate HIPAA.
Meh. So,
Scenarios, which is acceptable.
yeah. So, I don't know. It's just the healthcare system in our country is so beyond fucked up. But here I'm so near level 25 with this other gym, and once I do that, I think I'll try a 60 rift. Although I should probably go ahead and get... Crap, do I have a spare Unity in my stash? I hope I do. Ah, teleport! And you don't have to defend your professionalism. No one knows who you are.
It's not that hard to find out who I am.
Sure it is. Yeah. And where are we gonna go? Right. Punching demons. Get out of here! Oh man! Your wiener dog pissed all over the place when it was young?
Well, that's a young puppy.
Yeah, she still
Usually grow out of it.
she still does it now, and she's like 2 years old or something. Giant fat golden retriever that she is too. No, we're not going to charge me, Mr. Bull Demon. Just want to say hey to all the people who are watching. I'm actually surprised there are people watching this for whatever reason. You know, it's never the streams that people, like, I expect them to watch. Like, I wrote a Witcher 3 guide. I bet you any money if I started streaming Blood and Wine on the day of release, nobody would watch that shit. I would have nobody watching. So I don't know. I can't predict the Twitch machine. And this should bring you up to 20. Should bring you up to 23, yes. Your wiener dog got paralyzed by colliding with an older dog? What the hell? How fast did they run into each other?
They have weak backs.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, that kind of does. Still, that fucking weak?
Is it still paralyzed? Like,
Yeah, is it like permanently paralyzed? Cause dude, that ain't cool. That sucks.
they have wheels on his
Do you have wheels on your wiener dog, Nocturne wants to know? Because she's a horrible person.
Is it a wheel dog?
And now I hope somebody finds out who she is and fires her from her job.
You don't hope that because then your ass is homeless. You'd have to get the
I
job.
get my parents to nepotize you a sweet government job.
Well, they should have done it before, but they haven't yet. So they're not gonna.
Yeah, my mom's trying to find herself another job because I don't like the people I work for. I'm gonna take a $4,000 to $5,000 pay cut. I'm like, that ain't nothing for you. I love how she bitches about her job so much, and I love how my dad's always like,
If I made that much, I probably would not care.
yeah,
It's spreadsheets, okay? Boring as fuck, and the people around me suck, but for that kind of money,
yeah, but that's like every job.
I get paid shit and have to deal with some of the worst shit.
Like, yeah, I don't.
Death threats regularly at work.
Well, that's what happens when you deal with crazy people.
I have fucking cops creeping me the fuck out. Did I tell you about that?
You told me about a cop you saw that was...
Oh, I'm not talking about the one that gave me a fucking stare down after I caught him getting a Becky behind a fucking Arby's with a fucking hooker. Not that cop, but the one that followed me into the building. He came by to get a court order, and he asked me to make another copy of it, which they normally don't need 2 copies, but this guy wanted a second copy. So I'm like, wait here at the door. I walk into the building to make a copy. He follows me right on my heels. I turn around and say, wait here, which he stopped there. But then he leans around looking to see if anybody else is in there with me, and he goes, oh, are you alone tonight?
Did he violate your safe space?
And I said, for now. I'll have somebody in a little bit. So I lied to the cop.
Smooth.
But he scared the fuck out of me because the way he was looking at me and the way that he fucking said it. Yeah, he violated my safe space. I was fucking scared all night.
I need
That he was gonna come back. The cops there are fucking rapey. We just had one fucking arrested like a few months ago for raping people. So, rapey cops.
Look, not all cops.
Woman alone in a building, you do not say that shit to. That's not cool, dog.
You poor special snowflake, you.
That shit's scary. Cause the cops they come by and they're like, it's the cops.
Look, you're too...
Unexpected though.
You are far too white for the cops in this country to do anything bad to.
There's a white cop.
Yeah, well, what other kind are there?
Oh, there's a lot of black cops there.
Really?
Trust them.
have enough spirit.
Nice.
They're nice. They're friendly. They don't freak me the fuck out. But the white cops there are fucking scary as shit.
Well, I don't... Yeah, I don't know.
They scare us the fuck out of me.
Well, especially around here, cops have that good old boy mentality, so it's... Yeah, I like, people talk about racism, how we all have all these preconceived judgments. I immediately judge every white person here more harshly than any black person. And it's just because I live in the South. Like, I expect these guys. They're all Christians. They're all inbred and related to each other. Okay, well, not all of them, right? Because we live near a military base. But a lot of them are. And they have that good old boy mentality, and they're very cliquish. They're very... I don't trust them.
When they said words, because she thought I started the fire without it.
You should threat. You say, I'm starting the fire.
I want to.
Say, I'm starting the fire in 15 minutes. Get Andrew's ass over here or else. Although it has given me the time to do an extra long stream, but I didn't necessarily plan to stop when they got over, so...
They're playing Diablo, or he was playing Diablo 3.
Was he? He's playing Diablo 3? Tell him to put his fucking characters on a jump drive, get his ass over here, and fucking play. Or even better, tell him to bring his PlayStation. Him and I can play Diablo 3. That would be tits. That would be awesome. I would do that. And then I'd yell at Jared until he hopped on. Can't get enough of Diablo 3 right now. Tell him to do that. Instead of sitting there like a lump. Play Diablo 3 over here. We have an extra TV out in the living room. Yeah, that is true, Jared. Everyone's going to be streaming it on release day, but I don't know. Still, you know, I just don't get Twitch. Wow, that dog has seen better days, hasn't she?
Did you post a picture?
No. But I'll just read this, right? Because when I post this on YouTube, no one will see the chat, and no one can see it anyways. Jared, I do have to squeeze my dog's bladder to make her go to the bathroom outside. Otherwise, it will likely build up to the point where she'll do it inside the house. Dude, that's just all kinds of sad. That makes me sad.
Now I extra need fire.
Now you extra need fire. You made her sad to the point where she has to burn things, Jared.
Well, I was already going to burn things.
Yeah.
Pleasure, but now I need to do it to bring myself back up.
Yeah, she's gonna burn things for pleasure, but now she has to burn things for therapy. See, you can perform therapy on yourself. Okay, Let me go check to see if I have a Unity. I hope I have another Unity sitting around. Unity? No! Where are you? I don't have one. Maybe one of my minions has Unity. Where the hell are they? You can totally recruit them in adventure mode, can't you? It's been a while, but they used to be standing over there. Now they move everything around. There they are.
That's where they always were. In that
Is it?
fact. Yes.
Do you have a Unity on you? Yes, you do! Okay. I haven't played him in forever, but I don't need to because he's got a Unity. Right, so now I should have 50% more toughness. Let's do a Grift... 60? And I accidentally got into a game with a hacker and he ran through a level 150 Grift, so... Now I have all this bullshit griftage going on. Annoys the crap out of me. Let's do a 60. Let's see how I do on a 60. Might actually have to use more of my skills, but I shouldn't take much damage. Level 60 is considerably harder than 45, although she doesn't seem to give a fuck.
She said, don't care.
She does not give a fuck that this is a level 60 Grift at all. Wow.
We're running out of spirit.
Yeah, but that just means that I'll start genning. The legendary kill rate is pretty bad, but as far as I know, the idea isn't really to sit here and kill all the legendaries. Most people who get to these high grifts kind of just run past them. I'm actually taking damage, so I better... Okay, she does care about a level 60 grift. Stop flying away from me, you bastards! Get here so I can murder you! There we go.
Yeah, you better pick up all those orbs because this takes a while to get them.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have sat there and killed them. I should probably just focus on the trash mobs because they build faster. And honestly, it's just a waste of time to kill the bosses. Yay, level
Trash
up!
mobs actually gave to
They do. They give a good bit to it. If you kill them fast.
those big wolf guys aren't going to do it.
No,
They take forever.
I think it's quantity over quality.
Well, I'm saying they take a while to kill.
Well, let's kill this boss just because he's weak and almost dead anyways. Thank you for all your... Whoa!
Oh no!
And see, it was frozen. Damn it, Jared! That frozen is getting to me now!
Jared's fault.
And this build doesn't have room for ice climbers anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. Hello, mech killer. Alrighty, oh, just teleported all kinds of craziness there. Killing things, I can't even tell what's going on, so just pay attention to my life bar. And teleport away when shit starts hurting me. Alrighty, yay! I'm making good time on a 60 grift, that's not too bad right there. I'm not sure how much higher this build will go, though. Not impressing myself too much with this 60 grip. Because I know my Demon Hunter can do a level 60 grip pretty easily. Not that this is hard, but it's not exactly mindless either. Ah, get out of the way! I'm trying to go to the next level! There we go. I'm alright. I ain't typing. Where are we going? There we are. Too busy grifting to type, man. I'll get to you when I'm done with this. Alright, let's go murder. Ah, there's a boss here. Ah, your frozen crap doesn't do any damage to me. Oh, wow, he died. I didn't expect him to explode that quickly. Let's kill more of you. I guess it's not bad. I might get done with this Griftin far less than half the time allotted. Which is always good. But the damage is already kind of chugging. I am pulling out 5 billion at times, I see. Which is okay considering how fast this character attacks, but it's not anywhere near as impressive as the Uliana's Monk's 19 billion was going. And I was able to fairly easily hit a level 67 Greater Rift with my Uliana's Monk, so I'm not sure this one will surpass that in terms of raw power. Well, she's really not struggling to survive on anything. She's massacring everything. What's going on?
Wow. You know what I did with that?
You're looking discontent again. Punching you a lot. Ah, yeah, she's chewing this boss up. That was fun. Give me all my legendaries. Yeah. Ah, looks like I have to gamble again. And can never have enough gems. So that's probably not enough to level up my Bane of the Trapped in any meaningful way. Almost 64, where are you? 60%? Nah, I don't want to risk it. So I'll stick to... yeah, Simplicity Strength. Gotta love Simplicity Strength. Increases all my damage. Gotta love that independent multiplier. Alright, now I'm out of the rift. Now I can talk. Alright, so, give him my reward. Do I want to try a higher one? I think I want to try a... yeah, let's try a 64. No, Jared. You just get 3 chances to upgrade a gem every time you complete a grift, and if you fail to upgrade, you just waste an upgrade chance. That's all. The gems don't break or anything. So let's try. You know what, I'm gonna be stupid and try a 67. I'm not sure she can take a 67, but if she can, this will tie my other monk. I might have to ignore boss. I'm not going to get the chance to do it here, but there's a very good chance I could die on this one if I get hit with the wrong effects and luck is not on my side. Like that arcane I don't want to get hit by. 67. Oh, I saw 10 billion pop there. That's surprising. Takes a bit longer to dispose of trash mobs in this mode, though. Still, it's not looking too bad.
I must wait to use that ability.
She's killing very nicely on this mode. So, come on, gotta beat that timer better than that. Stop being female. communicating with stickers. Why don't you communicate in person by getting Andrew's ass over here?
This shower!
Oh, he actually got off the console, huh?
Finally.
He should just bring his damn PlayStation. Why not?
It takes fucking long.
What do you mean it takes too long?
It takes too long to take it down and stuff, so.
It's not a baby. Unhook the damn thing. It doesn't take that long to do. Oh well, whatever. Then he's gonna come here and bitch about being bored. He could be playing an updated version of Diablo 3. Diablo 4.
They're calling it Diablo 4.
I know, I need a...
Getting it confused with Fallout 4.
Die, you stupid spider! You're wasting my time!
That pizza is probably not long for this world. We could have eaten it and it's fine.
Yeah, we should have. What do you mean it's not? We're not... They're not eating it. They get chili dogs or they go fuck themselves.
I'll probably come up with something else.
Good. Not long for this world.
I don't have enough spirit.
Feeding them our good store-bought pizza. You can tell I'm fat because I'm jealously
Hoarding.
guarding my pizza.
Hoarding pizza.
To ask is impossible.
A man not willing to defend his pizza is a man not worthy of his beard. Alrighty. Woohoo! Getting out of that
Well, we
molten.
only have one, and that tends to mean not enough pizza for everybody, so.
Yeah, no.
That's just a bunch for everybody.
Indeed. I'm actually making good time on a 67 Grift. She might actually be able to go higher than 67. She might be able to go up to 70. I wonder my...
This build's supposed to be able to do it.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to the people. Like when they say, "Oh, this is a Grift 95." Yeah, well, the super elite character on BattleNet might have gotten it, but they're usually playing with a group, and they usually have such stupidly good gear that it's not worth considering, and they fight very specific. Like, they will... When they say something is like a 98 Grift, what they mean is against the very specific boss that their build can beat, and only fighting white monsters, they can handle a 98 Grift. But for average play, the Grift level that that build can actually handle regularly is far, far lower. So...
I forgot this.
Did you not pay attention?
Yeah.
Woman! This is why mansplaining exists. Because if we don't mansplain, women don't listen.
We don't fucking listen because you mansplain. You take too long. You could have just been like, normally 98, or normally...
I thought you are an intellectual and you wanted the nuance
No.
of the situation. Well, okay, well then don't ask questions if you don't want nuanced
I wanted a
explanations.
straight, simple answer.
I don't do straight and simple.
I know you don't.
I do.
You're
I do.
definitely not straight or simple.
Woman, don't stop. I will come over there and...
do nothing.
Woman!
I'll
No.
put this flashlight in your other eye and make you totally night blind.
I don't need to be more blind than I already am. Thank you very much.
Clearly.
I was a genius when I was a child, and my dad had those big green L-shaped army flashlights, and I would stick them up to my, well, usually my right eye. I'd stick it up to my right eye and turn it on, and look at the light while it was on. So now I'm functionally night blind in one eye because I was a retarded child, so... I'm not a child anymore.
That's debatable.
That is debatable.
Shave your beard off. Yeah.
Shave my beard. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I grow a beard, to cover my effeminate fat chin, right?
I got carded for getting a lottery ticket, so...
Neckbeard for life, yo. Yeah, but you were beyond pleased with the world when you got carded for that.
It's weird.
You're like, I got carded. It's like, yeah. No one believes.
For a lottery ticket.
No one believes you're anything less than 35.
I had my hat on. They couldn't see my white hair. I dress like a fucking teenager.
Yeah, well, that's just because you're poor and have no taste.
True.
Murdering everything in the face. Oh wow, I'm doing good on the time. Oh, I don't like that lightning though. We're gonna stay out of that orbiter nonsense. You can wall all you like. Actually, I shouldn't give him that permission. Don't wall all you like. And stop cloning yourself, because then I can't see what's real. And I'm leeching as fast as they're hurting me with that orbiter. That is fantastic. This is a very non-squishy build. This build is solid. Because it can handle all kinds of abuse. Especially with Unity. I would not be able to handle this if I didn't have Unity though, so. But then again, it was kind of just sitting there in my inventory as dead weight before I got my follower, so. Get over here so I can punch you all in the circle. Cyclone Strike and Crippling Wave. Who would have thunk that there would be another good build with this? There we go. Time to beat the boss. The Binder, aka Cydia reskin, cause we lazy. And bam. Rift level 67 done with no real difficulties, honestly. I don't think I went below half health, and yeah, I could probably handle a 70. Let me level up my Bane of the Trapped, and then I will divert my attention back to the chat. Where are you? Yeah! $57. I would love to get you up to 70. Or 60. That would be nice to get you up to 60. I deal 1 quadrillion with my modded barbarian. Yeah, it's modded, so I guess you don't have a build, huh? I don't know. I don't like playing with bug gear or
It's bugged. It's modded.
modded, whatever. Call it what you want. It's bugged. Do I want to try a 70 right quick?
Where's your spirit going?
Shenlong's makes your spirit drain when it fills up all the way, but it also makes your spirit generators do 1.5% more damage for each point of spirit you have. So that's why we play the up-down game with the spirit. And since this build doesn't use spirit very often and generates it like crazy, you gotta view it as at least every time you're attacking, you are getting a 1.5% to 150% damage boost. Otherwise, this build is based on the Compass Rose and... Oh no, that isn't... That's that Crusader build. Never mind. This one isn't built on having ancient legendaries. I just have ancient legendaries because I'm a loser.
Reasons. Why not have them?
No, there's no reason. Well, I mean, like on jewelry, it doesn't really matter because I don't have any stats on my jewelry anymore that's even affected by ancient legendary. So having
a fire build now?
Yeah. Having an ancient legendary mod on my jewelry would essentially just add a fancy border and nothing more. Whereas having it on your weapon massively increases the damage and the dex and vitality. And having it on the armor increases the dex and vitality, so it's a good thing to have on most of your gear, but you don't need it on your jewelry unless you're doing a... I think it's a focus and restraint build. So, yeah, I'm gonna try a 70. What are you getting up for? Are they coming?
Yeah, shortly.
I'll believe it when I see it. And I might have company over here soon, so this will probably be the last thing I do. Unless I want to show off my Archon Wizard. That might be fun. Let's do the 70 Griff, though. Let's see if I can handle it. Last one might have kind of been fluky, because it gave me a lot of enemy density, and not really too much that could hurt me. Although she's killing shit really fast still. Oh, this is going to be fun. Look at all those enemies. I am taking damage from normal creatures, though. These elite packs don't seem to be hurting me much. They're taking forever to kill, though. That's not a good sign. When these fat bastards explode, it does do damage to me, so I probably shouldn't sit there and let them pop all over me. Yeah, level 70 Grift. Let's do it. Come on. The enemy density in here is very nice. I think this might actually be doable for this character. Oh, no, 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 no. Fat guy's popping all over. Let's not sit there and let them do that. That's kind of how I hope I die as a big fat motherfucker. I hope I, like, explode and, like, sentient worms come out of me to avenge my death. That would be awesome. To avenge my death?
You better be outside when that happens.
Well, if you're not the one who kills me, you shouldn't be too worried.
I don't want worms in the house.
You can clean up a little mess if worms avenge my death. Quit being selfish.
We murder that thought.
And if you die of a heart attack, when are the worms gonna event?
The culture that made me fat. The culture that made me fat. Because I deny personal responsibility when it's convenient. Okay,
Blame
let's...
the government.
It's all that high fructose corn syrup they put in the food I totally don't have to eat.
Yeah, well, it's expensive to eat the stuff that doesn't have.
Not that much more expensive. You do not have to eat the same food. There's not a single gram of high fructose corn syrup in canned chili. That would cause me to lose all the weights ever. Making me cook my own food does not make me lose weight. This is something beyond dispute. Oh, it helped you lose? Okay, because I... Are you making fun of canned chili, Jared? Because that shit is awesome. Yeah, the stuff from Aldi's is pretty good. And it's not like gourmet cuisine, but... She being classist over there.
Jared, you're in Zimbabwe. All you have is goat.
Yeah, Jared. They don't even have canned chili in Zimbabwe, so quit judging. It's our culture, man. What kind of stuff do you cook, Jared? Because I'm not some fancy chef or anything, but I can cook, you know, spaghetti, lasagna. I can cook, well, I can cook anything that's canned or frozen, but that's not anything special. I can cook hamburgers, hot dogs. I make my own little noodle concoction. God, I kind of suck. I guess I only really cook noodle things, and I can cook breakfast food, scrambled eggs and shit. Usually basic stuff, but I cook it well enough. Which is why it mortifies me to know that there are people in the world that cannot cook themselves anything more complicated than a Pop-Tart or a sandwich.
Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, my fucking sister can barely cook toast. We were over at her house last year. This thing is just, it has too much life. I'm not gonna fuck with it. I wasted too much time on that thing already. Or at least if it follows me around, I need to be killing other things. Because it's taking all the damage I can deal, and it doesn't really even care, so. I guess it doesn't matter as long as I stay on the move, right? Yeah, now it is. What the hell? Let me get the shrine over here. Conduit shrine, you're less than useless. Oh no, it actually... Oh, I guess the damage does ramp up. Didn't seem like it was doing so good.
I will not do that.
Wow, conduit shrine. Save me from my slow killing. Yeah, right. I forgot. I got sidetracked from my own story by the game. She, my sister, mother of 3 very obnoxious nieces. We were over at her house, and I can't remember what holiday. It might have been Memorial Day. And we were all grilling out, and she had to ask us how to make hamburgers. Because she did not know how to season the meat, and... Like, she was making a crap ton of it, and I guess she wanted to try and be somewhat fancy, but she has no clue how to do anything more complicated than...
We're leaving now.
Okay. She has no clue how to do anything more complicated than putting a bunch of dead cow in a bowl and making patties out of it. So we had to teach her, okay, mix some eggs in it, use some breadcrumbs, put these seasonings in it. There you go.
You don't have to do all that.
No, you don't have to, but she was trying to be fancy and she doesn't even know the basics of...
Essentially, you made meatloaf hamburgers.
Well, yeah, but that's how you get them of a certain size so they don't break apart. And like they had recently been unfrozen, so they were not the ideal consistency to be mixing them.
Yeah.
So she was trying to kind of get them to... Because she was whining, like, oh, when I make them, they always fall apart. And Mike was like, do you mix eggs in there? No. So... No, of course you don't need to do that, Jared, but if you're complaining about hamburger patties falling apart, putting eggs in there is like making this shit work 101. I can't look at your cooking instructions right now. I'm too busy killing, but I will review it in a moment. Oh, no, no, no. Not getting caught in molten. Let's not do that. And punching everything in the face. Because that's what this build does. Not getting blown up is also good, too. And, yeah, I should... I'm going to clear Grif 70. My health did dip to... kind of a scary low point at one time. Holy crap, what the hell killed me? Did I stand in Molten? That was probably dumb. Here I was just about to sing the praises of this build. No, but aside from my own stupidity, this build is kind of just chewed through Grif 70. If you don't stand in Molten, like a hurt.
Big if there on your part.
That's a big if on my part, yes. Stop doing those jump attacks. God, it just leeches so much damn life. Oh no, stop slowing me down! Me attacking like a noob. There we go. Full speed destruction. Yeah, eat it, blood maw, whatever.
What, Mom?
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Oh, those
I
sparklies.
hate that she's in the middle!
Yeah, she
Should've
should
made her go off to the
spawn
side.
off to the side, not on all the crap you want to pick up.
Bitch, get out my way!
Move, bitch! Get out of the way! That's what you wanted to do, right? Okay, well, let's get this damn Bane of the Trapped up to 60. That's...
Fireflies! They're my fire!
Yes, they're fireflies, but they're not combustible.
Flies and fire!
Yes, Rebecca, yes.
Fire! Fire!
I hear you in your fire fancying.
So soon.
Yes, Jared, I'm aware you can do that, but she was complaining about her hamburger patties falling apart because they had recently been unthawed and weren't completely unfrozen yet. And also, don't they kind of get crumbly if they're like the meat's warm?
Too lean.
Oh, too lean. So let's identify all these legendaries. Okay. Jared says you sound like Beavis.
You sound like Beavis! Fuck you, Jared!
Oh shit, it's on now.
Fire! 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 There!
Fire,
That's my Beavis.
fire.
Call me Beavis!
Quit being a Beavis, Beavis.
You're a butthead!
I used to be able to do those really well.
Because you suck.
I've been talking really loud and kind of energetically for a while now, so kind of out of breath.
You're really loud. Like, you shout.
Well, I want to be heard.
Shout! Shout! Let it all out!
I would rather be too loud over the game volume and on the mic than be too quiet. Because I can always turn... It's really easy to turn the volume down, right? But if you have someone mumbling, you can't understand what the fuck they're saying.
Yeah, Jared.
Yeah, Jared. Well, he works at a bad time for this. So, I'm not going to give him too much shit. Jared.
You know, all you also has a shitty little earpiece.
Well,
I
no.
have too.
Yeah, you have the same shitty earpiece. That's why you kind of buzz.
But I'm
You
also
could
loud
use...
as fuck.
You could use... We should get you a snowball.
Ooh, isn't it?
They're only $50. You'd sound a lot better.
$50. Only
We're getting you a snowball next month.
$50.
We're getting you a snowball.
I'll snow your ball.
Promise?
You won't like it?
I don't know what that means, but I'm going to assume I'll like it.
I don't think you will.
Okay, let's break all this
I'm
shit
going to
down.
put ground up ice on your testicles.
You're going to put ground up ice on my testicles.
Yes. So, your balls. Duh!
Remember when we used to get so excited over a drop of Firewalkers? Be like,
I
yee!
just like them because they need fire drinks.
Well, they used to actually not be bad.
I used to have them.
This was a pretty magical game back in vanilla.
I'm not 2 seconds away. I was thinking.
Because you know that they can never fucking manage to be timely about anything.
Leaving now.
Yeah, Andrew probably started playing Diablo 3 again.
Probably.
Alright, so this monk can clear level 70 Grifts.
I don't mind it most of the time.
Hey! Ramaldani's gift. Woman! Oops.
Fire!
Quit being a psychopath.
He's impeding my fireman.
It'll burn just as well in 15 minutes.
It's getting darker.
That just means the fire will look cooler. Quit whining.
It also means I'm more likely to burn.
You're probably going to burn yourself anyways.
Burn your face.
Alright, well, I apparently have time, so I'm going to go fuck around with the mage build. Meh.
Meh.
Quit whining. What shirt are you wearing? You wearing Darth Vader?
Yeah.
How'd I guess?
And my pants are clean, so I actually have the white stripes to go with the white and black Vader, so I'm like,
Oh, you're accessorizing.
Matt.
What do I have to level up with this build? Oh, Pain Enhancer. And Bane of the Trap. This build is kind of tedious, cheesy, boring. It's kind of boring to play because it's essentially just hold down one button. But if you're into that kind of mindless shit, it does work very well. I'll go to 40 Grift level 45, aka Torment 10, just to show you how the basics works. You want to buff yourself up with Magic Weapon, Ice Shield, Familiar, and then turn into Archon and just sit there and Shock Pulse everything. And as you do this, you will build up Archon stacks, which increase your damage. And it takes a little while to get off the ground. And we'll show you it getting off the ground in a moment. Okay, now my Archon is ended, so you have to use... I can't remember the name of this skill, but I'll show you the skills later. Use this skill, and you reproc Archon, and then you can... Hey! Woman! Fuck, now the women are here and they're being obnoxious. Alright. Anyways, you get back into Archon as soon as possible, and you keep your Archon stacks from the last time you were in Archon, which again increases your damage. So after the second time you've been in Archon, you should notice a pretty significant damage boost. Okay. So let's just run through this hellhole and blast everything. If you hear people in the background, that's because, yes, they finally arrived. You're being talked about! And... so unfortunately my misanthropy is going to have to be put on pause here soon. So I can abandon my real friends on Twitch for the people that know me in real life. I'm gonna need to get some vodka in me if I'm gonna be playing Helldivers all night, though. I can already say that right away. And of course, there's no enemies. Charge my Archon. There we go. All right, back to blasting everything again. Yeah, that's basically the build. Blast everything with Archon. Works pretty freaking well, as you can see, but kind of boring. And
need more arcane power. Not ready yet.
And I think, if I remember correctly, for this set you need full Veers, which is a wizard set that empowers Archon. You need a lot of fairly specific gear for this build. Veer set, I think you use the Traveler's Pledge and Compass Rose as well. You're Hawaiian. Quit being racist, you bunch of crackers. I never understood how cracker was a racist term, because there's all kinds of different types of crackers of all kinds of different colors and flavors. Ah, hurry up and charge, you stupid Greater Rift. Running around, blasting everything, because this build is mindless. Now maybe in the higher grifts, when enemies can actually deal damage to you and be a threat, you might have to worry about dodging more, especially during your Archon downtime. But in Torment 10, nothing can really stand to this build. It's just... you just run around the map and obliterate everything. And again, just to close with what I ended on, none of these are my builds. I found them all online on a site called Diablo Fans. So... of course the boss appears during my Archon downtime. Not like it matters, because I'm blasting you to hell anyways. There, I killed your punk ass without even being an Archon. How did you survive? Go away. Alrighty.
Then unsilence your phone if it's not.
I'm not unsilencing my phone. You're just gonna have to try very hard not to burn yourself.
No, I mean if I fall down.
It's like being in a relationship with a septuagenarian. I think I said that right. Okay, let's level this up. Hooray! Bane of the Trapped! Go away, you stupid skeleton! Did I not level you all the way? I thought I did. I guess I didn't use all my levels.
I don't have any other...
Alright, that should be it. Right? Yeah. Alright. I showed you guys 3 builds. Did a level 70 grift with my monk. I think that's a pretty good stream, so I'm going to let all you lovely, lovely Twitch folk go now, because I have to be social for a bit. So, wish me luck, and who knows, if the mood strikes us, we might get all drunk and start Twitch streaming something like Oregon Trail. I think that would be fun as shit.
There's any girls there I want to do.
I want to... Yes, yes. We will drink the Mountain Dew and do all the girls. See you guys later.